Hey guys, it's your girl Tower Crush back with another review, and this time it is for Ready to Love on Own. Ready to Love on Own. If you haven't already, please hit my subscribe button down at the bottom. Thank you so much. I want to get right into it because there's a teeny weeny bit to unpack. So I first want to speak about, of course, we knew Tori was going to be the one going home because they showed us the previews and Paul was in the preview. So it wasn't hard to figure out that it was going to be Tori. And plus, Paul had a couple of connections. Tori really didn't have any connections left. So bye, Tori. But, watching this episode makes me wonder, is Sabrina going to regret her decision to send Tori home? Because it don't look like she gonna have nothing serious with Demetrius, and it don't look like she gonna have nothing serious with Donovan, because Donovan looked like he done made his choice. And it is Carmen, which is not what I thought was gonna happen. I actually thought that Donovan was gonna choose Sabrina, but it looks like, Carmen put her claws in him. Yeah. And she's got him in there, and I think he likes them. I think he likes those claws. So I don't know what's gonna happen with Sabrina. But it's looking like she's running out of connections. So maybe she might be one of the ones, that doesn't make it to the end. To me at this point, because isn't it like 3 couples that they choose at the end, or they get the advance through the end? And I just feel like it's between Sabrina and Dakia who's going home, because Dakia, she's basically latching on to Paul because she has nothing else to latch on to. Right now, Dakia is heartbroken. She doesn't understand why Clifton, went the route that he went. I think she really thought she was going to be able to convince him to be with her on this trip, and that's not at all what happened. He got closer with Joy, and I think him and Joy was already super close, if not already in a relationship when this started. Yes, I said what I said. Their connection is so strong that it makes me wonder, how long have they been connected? That's just, something that I wonder. And maybe they're just meeting and, they're soulmates and this is what it looks like. I don't know, but they're pretty doggone, evenly yoked. So I think I like that connection. I think that connection has promise, because I think he's just as enamored with her as she is with him. I think they respect each other on the same levels. And I don't know, I'm just anxious to see exactly where it goes with them. Because I do honestly believe that they will be one of the few couples that make it through this process, and possibly through the reunion may still be together. If that's not the case, I will be totally shocked. I will be totally shocked if they're not the number one couple that everybody feels like is going to make it, period. Because that's what I feel like. Okay, and so then we're going to go ahead and talk about Carmen and Donovan. Donovan's fine. I'm sorry. He is a fine man. But I really like Carmen and Donovan's chemistry. I think he compliments her in a way that will make her feel secure, because I feel like she needs that gratification. I just feel like his connection with Carmen is going to be enough to get them through the end of this show, because I feel like he's already made his decision with Sabrina, because Sabrina keep on questioning his readiness, and really I'm questioning her readiness. Well, let me just say, I feel like he's already made his decision with Carmen, because I don't see him choosing Sabrina over her at this point. I think I saw them crawling into a bunk bed together, a twin size bunk bed. Ain't nowhere to go but butt to nut. Spooning anyone? They started out spooning. They ended up forking. Y'all know I'm corny. Y'all know I'm corny. So I just really feel like it's going to be Carmen and Donovan. And the last connection I feel like might possibly make it would have to be Paul and Dakia. I definitely do not see Sabrina making it with Demetrius, because Demetrius is a control freak. He needs his woman to submit to him. And I don't think that she is that thirsty for a relationship that she would commit herself to him, having these reservations, being so that she's so different from a submissive woman. I mean, if that's the first thing his best friend says about, he feels like the woman for his friend is she needs to be submissive, and you don't correct your friend, that's very telling. So for you to act like that doesn't mean what it sounds like. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And I feel like Sabrina is doing herself a favor by cutting her losses early with you, if that's what she's doing. Because you telling her that it's not like that, it's not like showing her. And it's like this whole, well, I can't give you 100% of me until you 100% mine. That's BS. You can show her who you are as a person. That doesn't mean you have to tell your childhood secrets. That doesn't mean that you have to pay her rent. That doesn't mean that you have to pay any bills for her. It just means that you need to show her what a relationship is going to look like with you. And if you're not giving her any affection, who you giving it to, sir? Like, I don't know. He comes off a little sus to me. I mean, it's nothing wrong with being metro, but it's just everything combined. And then when you dealing with a situation where, you know, he's not showing a very attractive woman who's trying to show him affection, I have to wonder about that, especially when you say this is your top connection. We don't believe you. You need more people. I don't see it at all. Now, let's talk about the dynamic when they were all meeting together. And we saw, you know, Carmen acted a little jealous towards the Kia when it came to Paul. It's like Paul showed you earlier in the trip that you wasn't it. You sitting there rubbing his head, getting close to him, Carmen, you know, putting your little tit on his arm and whatnot. And he wasn't picking up what you was putting down at all. And so for you to act so jealous in that moment, listening to, you know, Takia and Paul was just kind of like, I don't care for it. I ain't fooling with it at all because, you know, you clearly went super far with Donovan on this trip. There is no doubt in my mind you gave him some because you wanted to solidify a connection with somebody because you did not want to have to go home because you have a fear of rejection. Those are just my feelings, of course. I'm just going by what I observe and my deductions from what I deduce from what I observe. So that's just what I get from her. And I feel like that should have given Donovan pause. As far as his connection with her, like, who do you like more? Like, why are you worried about them when you should be worried about all of this? You know what I'm saying? So I just wonder how Donovan feels about that. And Paul's reaction. Now, Paul, you said a whole lot in this series, and you're gonna regret some of the things that you said, because you did come off superficial, as very superficial, you know, from day one. So it's gonna be amazing to me to see exactly how you clean this up once you get to the reunion, because at that point I'm hoping you all will have already, no, you haven't seen all the episodes unless they send them to y'all before y'all make it to the reunion. That's the only thing I can think, which I don't really see how that's going to be possible. So I don't know if they see the stuff before, but I'm anxious to see how you explain away some of the clips when they play them back, because you came off superficial, sir. And so saying that a woman needs to look a certain way, yeah, Paul. I'm sorry. Hair makes my nose itch. So to say that a woman needs to look a certain way for you, I definitely think that's you, Paul, because you came off again superficial. So I just can't wait for the reunion. I want to see how Ace is faring with her connection. I want to see if Tori, you know, winds up linking back up with Sabrina, since we all saw Sabrina made the wrong decision sending him home because he was probably the man with the purest heart in the whole experiment. No doubt in my mind. There was something about Tori that I really liked. Of course, you know, I like a lazy eye, and he definitely has a lazy eye, a very cute one at that. And then it looked like he was almost as tall as Clifton. Was that just me? Because I actually judged him to be shorter than that. And if he's, I don't know, 5'11", then that really boosts him up. If he's 6 foot, my goodness, Tori, holler at me. call me. So I don't know. I just feel like it was a shame to see him go, but at the same time, he should have conducted himself in a better manner. He pretty much went in the corner and cowered, and then tried to come out kissing girls to try to solidify fake relationships, just to feel like you're still, you know, desirable by someone there, when you should have just left when she went and whispered in dude's ear. That was your time to check out, like, you know what, this ain't for me, because you didn't have any other connections at that point, and you tried your best, and it just made you look like a fool, in my opinion. And I just feel like you better than that, Tori. I just feel like you better than that. So I think next week they are all introducing each other to their parents and or family. So that should be very interesting, is to see if these couples even make it out of these meetings. It's going to be very interesting to see. Like, I can't wait to see what Carmen discovers, because it looks like Donovan's mama's ready to tell all his business. And so we don't know how they're going to come out. I don't know if Takia is actually going to meet with Paul's peoples. It's going to be a lot. So I can't wait to see it, because it looks like Clifton and Joy, I didn't see anything too problematic in their clip, but I could be forgetting something. So I'm anxious to see how this episode goes and see how the final episode is, because I think we're only 2 episodes away from the finale. So I'm pumped. So I'm going to end this review right there. I do, again, want to thank you all for watching. And if you haven't, please hit my subscribe button at the bottom. It's at the bottom. Thank you so much. And if you don't subscribe, hey, I appreciate you watching this video, because I need you to. The two are definitely equal to me. And I do want to make an announcement for those who do not know. I am holding a contest on my channel that my first 1,000 subscribers actually have a chance to win $1,000. Money from me, moi, one swap. I'm not even going to make you do it in 4 payments. I'm going to pay you in one payment of $1,000. The second thing I'm going to give away is a Telfar bag. If you look down on my page, or if you search my page for the word Telfar, you will see a video, short video, that shows you all the different Telfar bags that I have. And you will be able to choose the one that you want. And there are 2 more things that I'm giving, but I'm not going to tell you until I get to 800. So I'm still about 150 some subscribers away before I tell you what the last 2 things are. But I think that they're great prices. Valued at a few $100s, you know. So y'all want to go and get subscribed. So again, I do want to thank you all for tuning in and watching my little channel. And that is my $5.02. Peace.